Hello, traders. So I'm in the middle of this trade right now. Let's see if I can hit my target there on my on the fib extension. It's really bouncing off that +1 deviation right now. So let's see if it bounces off the mid band here of the Keltner channel. Just trying to push it up. And the thing is, I might just do this. Just kind of struggling there. So I'm going to bring this down here, right there, right, the +1 deviation again. And let me see if we can bring this up. Yeah. So I'm at the 1,000. Let's see if we can hit that.
Target filled.
Okay, got some of the contracts.
Target filled.
So let's see. I'm gonna bring this stop here. Trailing stop. Man,
Stop filled.
didn't quite hit there. So that was over 1,000, I believe. So it's bouncing off the 233 here again. Let me try to get past that. Let me see. It's gonna be scalping
Order
this
filled.
right there. Do another push here.
Target filled.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so I was able to reach that goal. Yeah, the best I'm just bringing. So I've been struggling with my trading. So I lost most of my, in fact, all my PAs. I'm trying to get a PA again. Again, I've been struggling. Basically, my mindset is off. I've been doing a lot of things. That's the reason why. So I'm really not really focused. And so I'm playing around with the Ninja configuration. So right now I'm at 20/2, 20 by 2. You can see there, rather than 20 by 4. I'm just going to see if that's going to make any difference. But what I'm beginning to realize is basically you have, when I brought this system. I tweaked my system, my old system, basically that I was taught with Day Trading Academy is basically the Keltner channel, and they usually use a tick chart, but I tweaked it to use these Renko charts, and I think I got to the point where now I think it's close to it, but now I see high probability setups bouncing off the 233 sometimes, and sometimes when the momentum is or the trend is so strong, the 233 and the mid band of the Keltner channel are so wide apart. So usually you want to look at the pullback to the mid band of the Keltner channel. But in this instance, you can see that it's not that wide apart. So you probably want to see price get down to the 233 and bounce off. As you can see, it happened several times. One right here, right? Close to it, but this one exactly at the 233 bounced off. And that's what it did. So let me see here. So basically also the super trend indicators right here. So I just want to be looking at those, and secondarily what I'll be looking at is the levels, the VWAP levels, and also the fib extension. So we already hit the fib extension. I'm expecting this to come back. Now let me look where the fair value gaps are on this thing, and also the IB. So that's what I'm seeing here. There's no fair value gaps anywhere close, just down here. So we're looking at bullish things. Really, no bearish fair value gaps, which can be a concern. We're basically breaking the we already broke, I should say, the prior day's high, which is right there. So if we broke that, most likely what it's going to try to do is going to come back. You can see what happened when they did it here. We had a pullback, right? So we might get a pullback here as well. So let's see. You can see we're getting, oh, well, broke through that. Let's see if it's going to continue, or will it come back down? Hey, Zay Cortez, good evening. Let me just get my hat. Okay, so the IB range hasn't been formed yet. We have around 3 minutes left. Oh, this is a different one. Let me see what I have here. What is this? It's this one, right? Yeah. So it's pushing this even further. Well, opening range high is hitting that. Okay. Where's the opening range high here? Right there. I think that's based on 15-minute. Yep. Low and high. Okay. Oh, is that right? Oh, well, let me know when you're here. I have some people who also want to join bowling, so we probably have a lot of people showing up for that. That can be a challenge, but I hate bowling with house balls. I'd rather use. I'm trying to get my own ball. I left most of my bowling balls in the States. I had maybe a total of maybe 12 based on the lane condition. So I haven't been bowling for more than 10 years. I'm just really picking it up again, and getting to the gym where I can get fit again, which I'm getting there. And hopefully I'll join the bowling league here in Manila. Now, Ebonite. So you're an Ebonite bowler. You have your ball here or no? In the Philippines, or you have in the States? Yeah, we gotta do that. Got a nice alleys over here in Metro Manila. Mall has a good one. What else? Mega Mall has a good one, but also Makati Cinema Square. So Yeah, let's plan on it. Yeah, there's a bowling supply here. It's in, I believe it's in Quezon City. I've been looking at the balls and they have a lot big supply. So I'm just gonna look for the weight. So since I'm 62 now, so I can't really get my 14-pound ball. I usually bowled with a 14-pound, between 14 and 15-pound, but no, I think now it's gonna be a little bit heavier for me now. Man, this is just going up. Let me see this. I'll just go, and this is not
Order
even a
filled.
what I call a high probability trade. I'm just seeing that it's going to hit this 1.5 extension or 1.5 deviation level. Let's see if we can get that. It's really another scalp here. Oh, it's going to be close to up there. Let's see if we can get up there. Yeah, so I'm preferring going to be looking at this 11-pound balls until I get used to used to bowling again. I may get back to maybe 12 or 14 pounds, but right now I'm looking for maybe 10, 11-pound ball, then get used to that, and then eventually get heavier balls. No, I'm seriously taking into serious consideration and going back to bowling again. Oh, you have 12 and 14. Okay. So here, looks like we're going to be trying extension here, the fifth 61.8 extension. Hopefully, let's see what hits my target there. What happens when you get hit some dry lanes? That hook's going to go all over. It's going to go to the other side. Can you adjust for dry lanes? That's why I have different balls before adjusting. When I was doing tournament bowling, amateur bowl, I was part of the amateur bowlers tour. And during the finals, they usually have a weird oil pattern sometimes, and that's why I had to have different balls to adjust accordingly to the oil pattern. Have you bowled in any tournaments, Cortez, or is it mostly league? Motor oil. See what happens that. So what happens to your hook when they put that much oil? Or it seems like they just slide rather than grip. Now league only. Okay. What's your highest game? 300. Yeah. So you're bowling league in the south. So you're bowling league in the south side or on the west side. Oh, 273. Okay, good. My big my biggest one is a 289. Missed the I missed that one pin. I think one pin or one strike. I used to bowl league on the west side, and also northwest suburbs where I was living in Schaumburg. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's see how we bowl. When was the last time you bowled? Vice Lord League. Wow, what a name. Vice Lord. That was mostly gangbangers over there doing the bowling. Seriously, Vice Lord. Isn't that the name of a gang? Hmm. It is a gang. But those it was really was it a gang league? A league for bowlers or a bowling league for gangs? Let's go bowling. When was the last time you touched the ball? What? When was the last time you touched the ball or really went bowling? So when was the last time you went bowling? When you were back in the States or what? Man, this is one to struggle to get up there. Not 3 years ago. Well, I've been more. Like I said, when I left the States, that was the last time I bowled. And that's over 10 years ago. Yeah, how'd you bowl at SM Clark? Using the house ball. Can you hook on the house? Can you hook using the house ball? Since you don't have the fingertip. Man, this is just coming down. And look at this thing. It's not gonna give me any recourse here. Just go there by this swing.
Stop filled.
Oh man, that's unbelievable how they do this. Wow. Okay, so it's what 10:30. Yeah. How'd you bowl? How'd you bowl at SM Clark? What were your scores? In fact, the other last week was it when I bowled with my niece? I was close to getting 200. I had 182 using a house ball. Well, 182 using a house ball. Yeah, I have hooks as well, but I don't think I have as much hook as you do. It's more like a slight.
Order filled.
This is just unbelievable what they're doing here. So they broke this swing right here and just decided to come back up. Yeah, man, they already know what they're doing. So again, I'm gonna again aim for the 1.5 deviation up there. Now they're gonna try for it now. See if they come on pull back here. I'll probably scale in. Let's see. There is a pullback, slight pullback. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with that.
Order filled.
Yeah, what were your scores though at SM Clark? There we go.
Target
Push up
filled.
there to 325. See what they're gonna do here. That's so close to. There's the 1.25. Oh, up there. Okay, so they're aiming for the at least the point 0.2 or the +2 deviation here. Let's see what they do here. There might be a pullback based on the 1.5 deviation. So this is really the stay in your lane strategy. Just going up and down this deviation level from +1, +2, then eventually from +2 all the way back to +1. So let's see. I'm looking at that 5-minute chart. Just a slight pullback here. I see no fair value gaps, any bearish ones, so this might go straight to that 1.25 extension. Again, we have a pivot point here at R2. It might pull back there as well. Not the ideal entry. Do you like bowling or golf better? Bowling or golf? There's the pullback. There's the one I'm looking for.
Order filled.
So now we can get this up here, at least there. The +2 deviation. Now it's breaking the. Yeah, let's see what we got. I want to see this break here. I want to add more. Okay. So wait, you still didn't say the score. What you get? The scores you got at SM Clark. I want to see what your scores are using a house ball, since you're you're considered a hooker. May sell my golf clubs and get a double bag. You mean you already have bowling balls or what? I average your. Okay. At SM Aura or SM Aura SM Clark. Look at this. Create a higher high, right? That's not definitely not a liquid thing. Yeah, they might try to bring this up. Let's see if they can bring it up again. Bouncing off the mid band. No. Yeah, planning to buy some balls. At least one ball to get used to that. I'd probably use the house ball for my spare ball. Because usually had a spare ball. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Stop filled.
This market is really weird. Oh, well, it hit the extension here. So what we're looking at may come back to, let's see. So hit the 1.5 extension. Try and get back to the maybe +1 here again. Okay, so we broke this structure. Now I want you to bring it up again. That's what they've been doing. Like, for example, here it broke this and they brought it down. So let me get this pattern up here. So we broke that. So here we go. It looks like we're going to try to get above. Yeah, 7 and 10. There we go.
Order filled.
Let's see who's going to get over. See if they build momentum here to get past this, which they already did. Now, here's a pivot point here. Let's see what they do here. Here we go down again. They're going to keep on doing this. Where's that? Where's the pullback they had here? Okay. It's all the way here. Oh, wow. They really... Well, here we are. So where did it pull back? This one right here. Right there. That's the big... Okay. So this pulled back. Only $60 down there. Let me see where this actually was. Yeah, that's where. There. There it is. Again, it's not getting past this 1.5 deviation, using it as more resistance. Let's see if we can get past that. It would need strong momentum just to break that, and also this pivot point. Mm. Man, they're just holding. They're just using that 1.5 deviation. Let's see if they bring it back up here. Create a double bottom. No, we're getting a lot of sell. Yep,
Subfilled.
that was a lot. You can see on those numbers. Okay, they're bouncing off here again. I hate when they do this. Mm. And I don't like it when the price is between the 233 and the 55, the mid band, because they usually bounce off that 233 all the time.
Order filled.
The reason I'm buying is because I have this algo right here, SP, which is basically a spring, basically an algo stating that it's a buy, and that's a strong signal. Because you can see they're all green, or they're mostly teal, which is more of a bull. A lot of buyers coming in. You have a triple algo right here. Just gonna leave it there. Let's see what I'm gonna do here. Mm, nice balls. Are those ebonites or what? Equinox. So Equinox, is that an ebonite ball? Oh no, storm. It's a storm. I had a roto grip before. Ah, that's another. That's another. It's basically another software. It's not a free indicator. It's basically that software. It's more algo software, and it costs like 1,500. So quite costly. I got this maybe maybe 2 years ago. I just haven't been using it because I've been really developing other, developing it. But it works really good with it with this um Renko, with this setting for the Renko, because you can see when you have less, when your buyers are getting less and less. You can see here, like for this thumb right there, but it didn't quite go down. You have some sellers here in red, but you can see, the sellers here are, 24s compared to 244 buyers. So you see there's a imbalance in terms of buyers, right? So that's where they're trying to drop this. We have a double algo right here. We call this a three stooges and a pullback. You can see now you have the buyers at 244, definitely more than what we had here before, right? So will they push this up further? I don't know. You can see the momentum is not that strong, but sometimes you may have a lot of buyers, what we call um, a lot of effort, but no result. That's what they call it. See, they have a lot of buyers coming, but now you have some, and on some, what do you have? You have no result, right? So you have a lot of effort, but no result. That happens quite a few times. It's almost like, okay, it's telling us to buy, but the price action not really cooperating. They just sap the momentum out of that thing. Yeah, you have sellers trying to push it down. But even though the only sellers right there is minus 40. There we go.
Target filled.
So let's see if they break. Okay, so now there is their break of that 1.25, right? Now what I'm going to do, let's see pullback maybe. I'll just take it from there.
Order filled.
Target is right up there. So you're going from +1 deviation up to where? We're going up to +2. Since we already kind of broke this 1.5 deviation, we are looking to do up there. But usually I'm going to do this. I'm going to split this up because the momentum is not that great. And that's close to where the 1.25 extension is. So I'm going to leave it up there. Again, not the ideal entry, right? You may want to see a pullback into the mid band here. Because you see where one of the swings is right down there. So that's what they'll probably test right there. Hopefully they don't overrun this mid band, which you see they've been doing that. See this overrun to the 233, which they might do right here as well. And just bounce it off the 233. So there, let's see. Oh, almost got stopped out there. Well, you see momentum to the downside here. Yep, there I got stopped out. This market is just it broke the structure, then comes down and just goes all the way down and breaks the structure down here. But again, we have the super trend right here, green. It really. So now look at that. So you have a lot of sellers now. Minus 244s compared to only 105 buyers. And you can see we have a strong momentum to the downside. This may just pull back up there, but you see the buyers here are not as much as the 105 as the previous ones. I want to see this price go below the 255. Oh man, this is really weird. So we're still honoring the bullish market, or the bullish trend, because we're not really. Here's the super trend, right? So it's bouncing off this almost like the 233. Let's see. They're really overrunning the pullback. There it is again.
Order filled. Order filled.
You see, they're creating higher lows. Well, hmm, coming off that 233. Let's see, they break this high again and come back down. Not. They break the structure again. But you see a lot of buying momentum here. Again, where will this take us here? Let's see, they go for the +2 deviation here. Hey, Jan, you've been doing pretty good. We should have you one of the coaches. I'll be calling you a coach. See, because of this signal right here, that's why it's going up. That's basically a strong algo signal. On the flip side, when you have a strong bullish or bearish signal, it would be a what's it called? This is a spring, and the other one is a up thrust. That's what I call UT, and it's in red. We can't. Where is that? Oh yeah, okay. We're just right at the pivot point. The pivot. No, let me get this up. They might just bring this all just in case, but that might be too tight of a stop. Let me see if they can get momentum to the upside. They're just lacking that. They're finally getting some buying pressure. Hmm. know they're selling balls here. So you need to have to get, most likely get that re-drilled again. Yeah, they're not following through with this. Going back to that. North End says quite far from me. I'd rather bowl in. Yeah, you see the one in Moa, SM. Yeah, SM Moa. That those are actually good lanes. But I see they're also in Mega Mall. I didn't bowl there. I just saw it. But they looked also. All the SM lanes are about the same. Yeah, Mall of Asia actually really nice. I went there with my small group, with my other small group. Man, you can just push this. Yeah, if we're gonna have an outing, let's do Mall of Asia or even Makati Cinema Squares. But Mall of Asia is nice. You just have to make a reservation. A lot of my small group members, they want to go bowling as well. So we'll arrange big, a good bowling party. And this thing's so, man, so inconsistent. Doesn't want to really, erratic. They want to really push it up all the time. They come back, have a slight pullback, and then they're going to try to continue. That's really more of what we call a what's not, well, erratic, but also a grinding, more like grinding rather than just go straight up. Look at that. See that big drop? And then bring it back up. I don't know if ES is that. I'm looking at. I don't look at the ES. Hey Jan, you've been trading ES, right? Do you have these like erratic moves like NQ does? I don't know. Are you still here, Jan? Or Jan? John? Jan? Yeah. So the movement there, and I used to trade ES. In fact, I used to trade ES. I mean, that's the only thing I traded. MES. MES doesn't move as much as ES does. But I see you're doing quite well. January. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jan. So you like ES or MES, but for PAs or for evals, what do you use? You use ES. Oh, there. You see that? Now you see that UT right there. There's a signal that it may come down. So maybe it might hit up there, then come back down. That's an up thrust. That's a red one. So I want to be aware of that. So that's why I want to see. It may hit all the way up here and then come back down. But hopefully it hits my target first. Okay. Yeah, you've been doing pretty good, Jan. Would you want to be a coach? You've been doing pretty good in coaching. You see, you're helping other traders, and I see how you teach them. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, you, Jen. You have the quality to be a good coach. Okay, just want to hit this target, then I'll probably be done. Unless I see that UT right now. So let's see what they're going to do with this. If we can hit that target before. Just struggling to get up there. Would you consider it, Jen? Use that pullback again. See these pullbacks here, they're doing the same thing. So let's see. Hopefully it's not a deep pullback. They're pulling back into the plus 1.5 deviation. You see how they do that. Hopefully it bounces off there. Yeah, that's the only thing you need to teach. The strategy, which you've been doing pretty good. A lot of beginners want to learn this strategy, and sometimes I just don't have time. I've been juggling a lot of things, so that's why you're there. You're basically answer their questions, and you've been doing a good job. And you've been trading that strategy just like how it's laid out, and you've been following it. I mean, you've been trading that checklist, and you've been very you've been going compliant to that checklist, which is good. You don't try to create shortcuts. Yeah, if you're keen, if you have interest in that, let me know, and we can talk offline sometime. Yeah, I'll let's set a Zoom call one time, Jen. You're in the States, right? Yeah. Yep. Exactly. That's what it is. But you're in the States, right? Ah, Houston. Weather down there is almost like the Philippines. Nice and humid. Yep. It's too far south. Dallas gets snow, which is rare, but no, they get it quite often. No, no, every 3 or 4 years. Oh, I can imagine you guys getting snow down there. How many inches? See now, you see the number of buyers here kind of got depleted now from 147 to 53. Um, that's why it's very concerning. Let's see if they create. I would rather have this because that's what it looks like what they're trying to do. 'Cause remember, you have that UT, right? So I'll just leave it right here where you see the yeah. Look at that. So let's see what they do. They're gonna bounce this off. Hopefully, let's see bounce off the mid band. Oh yeah, 0 degrees. Huh, a big swing. So here, let's see what they're doing because of that UT. That's the reason why. They might just bounce all the way down here to the what? to the, yeah, there it is.
Stop filled.
To the 233, like what they've been doing here. See this? They've been bouncing off the 233. Or again, this could be a deep, it was a overrun, and now they're gonna bring it back up. Yeah, this is just this. Here we go again. So they broke that structure here, right? Then I'm bringing it back up. That's the usual pattern now. It looks like. Do I want to bring this up? I don't know. Here, now we're getting SP again right here. See this? But we got a lot of sellers here, minus 86. As compared to the buyers here, 12 and 28 only. Oh, 5 inches in Houston, that'd be a lot for them. Yeah, you're right. They probably shut that city down. They probably shut that city down for 1 inch. So here we're in the bin band. Again, they may try to look to bounce off the 233. As you can see, where the MACD is way below, way below the zero line. So here, let's see. We got a lot of sellers right there. Let's see if this closes below this or it breaks the super trend. So now we're going from, right here. May get down to the +1 and bring back up. So there, we closed below there. Oh, wow. So let's see a pullback right here. There it is.
Order filled.
Bouncing off the mid band. I was trying to. There it is. So now where am I gonna do the 50% pullback? Or yeah, on that fib. I don't have there we are. That's just,
Target filled.
oh, went all the way down. Kind of delayed. There it is, the 50% line. It hit that. I'm getting back my losses, but I want to get further than just 279. Look at that. So hit the retracement right there. We'll go past that. That's the question. So we have the session mid here of there we go. We go past that. It looks like we're going to be coming down. That is a big, and I should have re-entered right here. Man, that's just a massive dump. And there's the pullback. Look at that. This is going up and down. Right to the mid, going back up to hit that +1 deviation. That'd have been a great entry right here. Again, I'm not really paying attention here. But right here, once you cross the mid band, I was trying to aim for the +1 deviation. Great trade. No, let's see for the pullback here. Kind of late there. Let's
Order
see.
filled.
So now this may go further up. You have a lot of momentum now. Bouncing off the 233 again. Bounced off here. They're both at 233 in the mid band. Once you get past that, there you go. That broke it even. I just want to see it past that. There.
Order filled.
But the things I want to give this enough room here. Because that stop might be a little too tight, so I had to bring it down.
Stop
See,
filled.
that's what they did. Ah. That's what they always do. See, when they pull back, sometimes their pullbacks are really deep, big, overrun. So again, trying to bounce off the 233. Again, we're below the zero line. Yeah, this is just, it doesn't follow through. If it want to be trending, it doesn't follow through. That's better to just scalp. Seriously. Probably 20 or 40 ticks. That's about it. But I can hardly get 40 ticks. Look at this. So we're going back down. Are we? We're bouncing off the 233. There it is. That's the 233 again.
Order filled.
Let's see if they can sustain this momentum.
Stop filled. Order 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 filled.
There's really no follow through in this. Nothing whatsoever. Again, they're hitting this zero 0.5 deviation again. Look at how they bounce off that. They break the structure, they bring it back up. Those are your algos right there. They're just struggling to bring this down. You see, they're just struggling to bring it down. You guys, I really Oh, they're using that fib. Huh. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, they're bouncing off right here. This two right here. That's what they're doing on the 5 minute chart.
Target filled.
Huh. Being down 1,000 something, now I'm up to 211. Oh, now it goes down. Yep. Bouncing at the view app here. So now they have the super trend right here. I'll test that and see what they're going to do there. Well, here it looks like they're going to try to bring it down. Well, I got it back to positive, which is a good thing. Yeah, maybe 10 more minutes and I'm done. Hope you guys are green. Is no longer pertaining. They already blew this out of the water.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Unbelievable. Look at that. It hit that exact, well, close to that 1.5. Oh, man, I should have just had it there. Oh, I still have 20 here. Okay. So I have 20 contracts. Oh, wow. They are really just, look at this. They just broke this. Then they're going to break it again. This super trend, because there's really no trend. Unbelievable, these guys. Yep, nothing. Oops, sorry.
Order filled.
Back to 142. That should have been a good, that. Usually from here, it usually brings up to here. Big manipulation. There's no structure as to what they're doing. They only know. They only know. Okay, I'm pretty much done.
Order filled. Order filled.
See, they can down at least to the VWAP here. Because they're not following through. Look at that. Try to bring it back up. No. They're bringing it down pretty fast. Then they're going to bring it back up again. Right? Is that what they're going to be doing? Watch them stop me out on that 4 contract. Let's see. Will they get past the VWAP this time? Here we go back up again as usual. See, they just broke this super trend. What, they gonna break this up there? Unbelievable. No, look how they're bringing that up. They're basically overrunning the pullback. So now we see a lot of sellers coming in. But will it really sell? Again, we have that bearish. Yeah, let's see.
Order filled.
Oh, look at that bounce off. Man, right off this one. Here's the 0.5 down here. Hmm. There it is.
Target filled.
$1,500 trade. Oh, so that's my balance as well. Okay, that's it. Was able to recover. I'll take that with this erratic movement, that's for sure. Okay, I'm done for this morning session. Approximately 12, a little past noon, and I am definitely done. Hope you guys are green. I ended up green 1,555. I'm just trying to figure out, yeah, 1,100 with the tax, with the commission. So I'm going to take that, and hopefully you guys are green. That was a tough. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a message, and we'll see. Um, where you can actually coach some students in terms of, and we'll talk that offline. Okay, Jen. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Stay safe and God bless. Bye bye.